Well, hello and welcome. It's Ruth here at Artful Stampin. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you guys had a lovely Easter and bank holiday. I've just realised I've been quite quiet on social media and stuff. Usually I put up some kind of Easter post to wish everyone a happy Easter, but I just didn't get around to it. Although we did have a very nice weekend and a very joyous Easter, actually, and celebrated 5 baptisms at the church that helped with the church that my husband and I were involved in. So we had a very joyous time and catching up with some friends as well. So that was good. All right, so sorry I missed yesterday. So my husband and I organised a kind of gaming session, afternoon that went into evening with some teenage kids and, well, teenage and younger. And by the time we got home after doing that, we were just chilling out, and I thought, could have gone live, but then I thought, no, I'm going to have a holiday. It was bank holiday here on Monday, so we had a bit of a holiday. And today I've sort of fairly chilled out a bit, but also got some catalogues packaged up. So there's a bag of posts to go out today. So if you would like a catalogue and you've not ordered from me in, say, the last 6 months or so, then you may want to just double check that I'm sending you one. So if you've ordered, recently, then you're safe. You are going to get one. All right, so I just pulled out some of my favourite stamps, some that are going. So Sketch Butterflies is in the last chance list, and I thought it'd be nice to have another play with that. And some complimentary images to go with it. So I felt kind of vintagey. Let's do vintage. Just realised my hair's very fluffy. Don't know why. Oh, it is raining outside. Right, I'm going to say a quick hello to everybody on the live. Hi, Judy and Terry and Susan. Terry can't stay long. Okay. Jeanne, Heather, Elizabeth. Hello, Vicky. Oh, thanks, Vicky. So Vicky has shared a link. So I was a little bit in two minds what I was going to be doing for my birthday. So I accidentally set up, honestly, this is true. You won't believe I accidentally set up a fundraiser on Facebook. Something popped up on my Facebook that was like, oh, so you did a charity event. Would you like to do one again? And I thought, okay, well, I just want to see what the process is. So I clicked yes. But then it set it up. I thought I was kind of going to be led down this route and then I could back out if I wanted to. Anyway, so that is set up. So some people find that easier where you click a link on Facebook. So that's there. The other option is there is a GoFundMe page for the Cycle with Dignity project that you can just pay directly into there if you're not on Facebook. But I am possibly thinking of doing something on Sunday evening. That's my thoughts. I don't usually work on a Sunday. I try not to work, but because it is my birthday and a kind of charity type event, I think I might just do something. I'm not quite sure. So it'll be my Sunday evening. It'll be Monday morning for the South Pacific and Sunday afternoon for those of you in the Northern Hemisphere. So I'll have a think. If anyone's got any bright ideas what they'd like to see me do, please email me, ruthtrice@gmail.com. So for those of you who are new to my channel, for the last few years, around my birthday, it usually is around my birthday, I do some kind of live event to try and fundraise. My birthday's on Sunday, Heather. So the last 2 years, I will carry on doing it, it's for a project that my friend set up called Cycle with Dignity, and it's to pay for education for school children in a town in Kenya around menstruation and reproductive health, and also to supply girls with a packet of reusable sanitary towels. And sometimes we get a little special guest, sometimes we have other people joining to tell us about the project and all that it's achieved. So it'll be nice to have an update actually for you guys who have supported so well in the last few years. Some of you have been so kind and so generous, and every penny is so appreciated. So there we go. Right, I'm going to get on and do some stamping because I feel like I've just waffled for the last 5 minutes. I have waffled. I know I have. But first of all, I need to set up my camera. That would help, wouldn't it? So, hi Deb, hi Gina. Oh, thanks Vicky. Vicky's also been very good advertising my classes. Sorry, I just got to get the video. I have to be careful not to press the mute button on my mic, because when I go to hold my mic, there's the button there, you see, and if I press that, it mutes me, which is probably not a bad thing sometimes. I know I'm a chatterbox. Oh dear, great to see you, Shaz. Hi Sheila, lovely to see you. Oh, free shipping. Yes, I need to talk to you about free shipping. So the 23rd, 24th, 25th, if you spend over £65, it is free shipping. Whoop, 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 whoop. So save yourself around £7. So there we go. Yes, free shipping. Right. I feel like stamping on basic beige. That's my plan. When does the next... Gina, you're not the first person to ask this one. You're the second person to ask. So the next lesson in Artful Stampin School will be dropping in May. Is it May? Hold on, let me double check. It's every 2 months. I know it might feel like it should be sooner than that, but yeah, so it should... I need to prepare it to drop it on the 2nd of May, which is not far off really, or maybe the 9th. Let's have a look. Yeah, it will be dropped by the 9th of May. So there we go. What year was I born? 76. Yes. Big 50 next year. Right. Right, so these are the stamp sets that I pulled out. You know what? I've just ripped off the backing cardstock for the grid paper, and that is a super vintagey colour, isn't it? It's like Crumb Cake. It's like a craft colour. I'm going to use this as my stamping area because why not? You know, I was only going to throw it away, so why not waste it and use it? What do you think? Should I do that? I know it's a bit unusual, but got that great big space to use up. Isn't that nice? Oh, nice, Heather. Oh, yeah. Hi, Lisbeth. Oh, okay, Anne. Take care. Love to your hubby. All right, so I want to make a big thing of these. I love these butterflies. Then I thought I would like to use some of this. This is very vintagey looking, isn't it, this? And then, of course, the script. So I'm thinking just to build up bit by bit. Now, I'll be interested to see if basic beige actually shows up on this cardstock. So if you use the grid paper, next time, don't throw away the backing board if you want to do this kind of thing. Get a vintage look happening. Hi Pam! I do live on Havandegg, yes I do. Not moved. We moved. When did we move? Who remembers me moving? Oh my goodness, that was an ordeal. 4 years ago we moved. Hi Kim. Okay, so I'm using Basic Beige and it is showing up very faintly. I think you can see it there. So, yeah, I still remember making that goodbye video to the house. Do you remember when I took you around live, the empty house and the empty craft room and oh my word. Okay, so just kind of stamped it kind of randomly on there. Might come back with this stamp set or something similar. Let's go for a bit of... Okay, so typically when I go to stamp something vintage, I tend to use the beiges and the browns and that kind of thing. But doesn't mean necessarily you always have to stick to those colours. Any of the colours that have a little bit of like a grey tinge to them, I would say could be used for vintagey style stamping. So, oh yes, Terry, you've just moved, haven't you? Yeah. Hi, Lisa. I keep stamping this stamp because I'm like, I just want to actually see the pattern on it and how it, whether or not it fits together. I kind of forgot that I was actually stamping a one-sheet wonder then. Okay. Kind of just looks like scraps of a wallpaper, doesn't it? It's quite enjoyable having this bigger canvas to work on. Very interesting. Hi, Tracy. Yes, in the temporary craft room. Yeah. Yeah. Right, I might go back in with that stamp in a darker colour later on. I kind of feel like I'm just getting some background stuff on. I'm just going to have a quick look at my shelves to see if I can get... I want something sort of big and floral. Oh, stippled roses. So this is retiring as well. Hi, Joanna. What stamp set was I using? This one comes from Beautiful Motifs, which is a new one that's about to drop in the new catalogue. That one. And then I just use Elements of Text, which is a online exclusive. And then this is Stippled Roses, which is about to leave us, unfortunately. It's a very beautiful stamp. So, yeah, Joanna, I'm using the backing of the grid paper, would you believe? So this is, you know, the grid paper has that board backing on the front and the back. I've just flipped it over. I just spotted it on near my floor and I was like, oh, I like that colour. And I've just been thinking about doing something vintage. So, is Sahara Sand a green colour? I thought it'd be brown, but when I used it, it looked green to me. Margaret, it all depends what you put it next to. Yeah. Colours have a funny way of kind of looking like another colour when it's next to something else. So I'd experiment. I do think it has a very slight green tinge. Yeah. A bit like sometimes Crumb Cake or Basic Beige even. But yeah, it all depends what you put it next to. Like if you put it next to green, it will probably look beige. But if you put it next to crumb cake, it will probably look green. I don't know, I'm guessing. Could be wrong. Oh, Heather, I saw your stamping from, was it today or yesterday? Very pretty. Oh, Deb says it does have a green tinge. There we go. So I'm just adding a few leaves in here and there. Yes, I did do stamp surgery to this leaf. It's a bigger leaf when you, if you do purchase it, it doesn't come in 2 parts like mine does. But you can cut it up very easily. There's a natural break in the image. So, oh. Okay, so again, I know this is looking quite faint, but it's creating a really nice kind of like overall background there, onto which now I want to put, you know, darker colours and have the butterflies and perhaps other flowers come to the forefront a bit more. I'd be interesting to see what happens if I stamp Boho Blue on this. So, I feel that's a lovely vintagey blue, and I'd like to stamp some of these flowers. I'm just going to get all those flowers out that we want to use. Alright, let me just have a quick think how I would cut this up to use for cards. Where's my ruler gone? Oh, I'll just go by this, the grid paper. So that's about 10 inches. Okay, so could make one. I could make 4 by, oh, so maybe 8 card fronts. I'm just trying to think how I would split it up. Right. Oh, fab, Elizabeth. She's signed up for the One Sheet Wonder class. Brilliant. This flower cluster is so pretty. Look at it. Look at that. Kind of going with the flow a little bit really, and finding spaces to stamp into. Oh, isn't that lovely? Bring you guys in a bit closer. There we go. Oh, I could make a book cover with this. Yeah, that would be lovely. Oh, they would make a great notebook cover. I may just do that, Tracy. I'll look at yeah, I might just have to trim some of the edges because of some of the edges have got a little bit gnarly. Like they've been dropped or don't always treat my grid paper with the greatest of respect, because it's just grid paper. There we go. Just going to push that down a little bit. There we go. Oh, thank you, Heather. Well, I appreciate you being here so regularly. There's some of you that are just so faithful in your attendance of my work, of my videos. I really do appreciate that. And if you're only able to come when you can, or pop your head in when you can, that's really lovely too. I know you have lots of things to call on your time, and so the fact that you would choose to spend time here is so lovely. So if you're new to my channel, welcome. And if you'd like to see more examples of this kind of type of stamping, then I do encourage you to join my Facebook group. It's called Artful Stampin Space. There's a link in the description. And there you will see people posting various things they've made, stamped, created, usually with a bit of an artful stampin' flair. Right, that's nice. Okay, so now I have the bigger, well, not bigger, this, you're supposed to use this to kind of colour in those, but I'm not going to do that. And I've also got these bigger ones to use. Just want to pop some of these in amongst the other ones. And I'm doing first and second generational stamping. So 1, 2. Some of my favourite backgrounds have been from what I've left on my grid paper. Yes. Yeah, very much so. Hi, Jenny. I've just been watching a video from 6 days ago thinking it was tonight's live. Oh, darling. No, everyone's over here. Oh, I'm glad you found us. Lisa says, I think we've all done that. What's funny is when I see people commenting when they think I'm live, and they just put it in the comments section and they keep like commenting. Actually, I really like it when that happens. I think Terry does that quite often. I don't know if Terry's still here, but even if she's not on the live, she just like drops comments anyway, and it's really nice for me to get her kind of feedback as she's watching the video. So if you're ever watching and it's not live, please just comment anyway. It's just really fun for me to read the comments. Plus it helps the algorithms. Those darn algorithms. This would make a pretty box. Yes. And we've still got the butterflies to go on yet. Well, and some more flowers. All right, so I've got some of the bigger flowers now. Tuck those in. Yesterday I had to stamp a full A4 book for a wedding memory signature book. Oh, I love projects like that, Shaz. So meaningful. When's the wedding? I'm quite enjoying stamping this size of paper. Probably taking a bit longer than usual, but it's all good. You feel mega pressure. Oh, I'm sure it looked lovely. What sort of colours have you used? Margaret, that's a good question. I don't know what Vicky shared. I have a playlist of when I've done my stamped one sheet wonders into cards, and there possibly way back is a video of me cutting up a wreath. I remember this epic video about maybe 5 years ago where I stamped a wreath and then cut it up, and how everyone was so horrified and was like, oh, she's cutting up the wreath. So if you just go to my channel and maybe search, wreath and then cards, something might pop up. All right, I think that's it for the blue now. So I was thinking of stamping the butterflies in quite a dark brown. I was just kind of thinking early espresso just to make it easier. Yeah. Because I may have to colour in some of these butterflies. You may Katerina pray to the stamping god. Yeah, there's only one god, Shaz. That's funny. Maybe there's a stamping saint. I don't know. I'm not Catholic though. I wouldn't know. Hey, you could ask the new Pope to, make someone a stamping saint. Janice would love this. Yeah, the bridesmaids are in navy blue and the bride's surname is Rose at the moment. So you did a navy stippled roses. Oh, yes. Sounds lovely. Oh, this stippled roses is great for wedding type stuff, isn't it? So romantic. But also it's just so well drawn. It's such a gorgeously designed stamp. Yeah, I know what you mean. Just realised I've got ink on my arm. Just dunked it. No, they haven't got a new one yet. No, I don't actually understand how it all works. And Tom and I basically said we need to watch Conclave to understand what's about to happen. It's a film that had some attention at the Oscars, and it's all about how a new pope is chosen. So, yeah, we were both saying we need to watch that film. I've got no idea how true to life it is, but yeah. Oh, Jenny, was it really itchy to, They used a mix of wildflowers from about 15 stamp cases. What? To stamp? For what now, Shaz? 15 different stamps for the... Was it something to do with the wedding? No, I don't think it works like that, Kim. Every page was stamped. But that was fun, putting those stamps away. Okay, that's another. I'm kind of working from large down to small, and I've done that with other projects. I think it's sometimes easier to do that because it's a bit like that whole analogy of like putting pebbles in a vase, and then you basically keep putting more and more and they fit in around the edges, or you know, in the space. And I think it's a good idea to do large to small when you're just trying to sort of organise, you know, where you're stamping. So now I'm doing full strength first generation for these, because this is the focal point image now, so we want it to really show up. What colours did you use, Shaz, for the inside? Was it all Night of Navy, or did you do other stuff? Other colours? Oh, my washing that was drying is now all wet again. Oh, Dave's been poorly. Oh no. Oh, sorry to hear that. He's only just got better. Is it a bug or something else? Okay, got the little ones to fit in now. I've so resisted doing stamp surgery on this stamp. Oh, every kit you've tried to order is unavailable. Oh, that's a shame. They must be super popular. The bouquet of flowers was out of stock here, but then came back into stock. Actually, I need to remember to put that in my basket. Free shipping next 3 days. Spend £65 and you get free shipping. Not hard to do. And so when you shop now with Stampin' Up, you get rewards, immediate rewards. So when you place that order, you get 10% of what you've just spent straight in your on your account. So you have to create an account with Stampin' Up. And the next time you place an order, you can use it. or you can let it accrue and spend it all in one go. You can like save it all up if you want to do that. Alright, so done my main focal point stamping. Now I feel that this needs a bit of colouring in. Ooh, I'm thinking that new cloud cover colour might be quite nice. How many have you got to bottle feed, Shaz? Oh, there we go. Oh, that looks better in real life than I think it does on the screen, but there we go. Is that better lighting now? Ooh. Getting my order ready for free shipping. Have to order early. A few items I want that are last chance. Yes. Pear Pizzazz, Fresh Rouge, Orchid Oasis, Garden Green, Boho Blue, the red and wine. Oh, Mary Merlot. Oh, that sounds nice. So what I'm doing is I'm looking at the lines of on the butterfly, and I'm kind of roughly colouring in, but I'm deliberately not colouring every single thing in, because anything that gets left uncoloured just looks like a bit of like a highlight. So I am not doing super careful colouring in. I'm deliberately leaving some. Now I don't want to do it all Boho Blue, so I'm just going to, not Boho Blue, sorry, that was Cloud Cover. That's a new colour that's come out. This is Smoky, no, I don't want Smoky Slate. What's this? Grey Granite. Try a bit of Grey Granite. So same again, just I'm not colouring in 100% of the butterfly, because I just don't feel it needs it. Might even branch out and bring in another colour in a second. Put two colours on a butterfly. But I think because I'm going for this kind of vintage look, it's okay not to be too colourful. It's very muted. But it's definitely making it kind of like stand out a little bit more. Do demonstrators receive the rewards program too? Yes, they do. And of course, when demonstrators place orders, they don't pay the catalogue price or the online price. They get a discount, but you get the same level of reward. Yeah, so this new system has replaced all the Stampin' rewards and the hostess benefits that used to exist. So it's kind of works really well for customers, because it used to be that really in order to earn Stampin' rewards you had to do a minimum order of £150. Now it's just 20. That's in the UK. It depends, depending where you are in the world, it's a slightly different amount of denomination, but yeah. All right, so that's Grey Granite. Could try Crumb Cake, see what that's like. I've got a feeling this will be a bit darker, of course, but Yeah, that's all right. It's showing up for sure. I'm thinking a little bit of petal pink in here might look good as well. I'll try that out as well. Trying to colour in as quickly as I can without making it too messy. These ones need doing as well. These little fluttery things. There we go. That's correct, Alison, yeah. Cloud cover is available in everything but the inks, the ink pads. Yeah. Yes, and the refill. Sorry, yes, correct. Thanks, Vicky. So this is now petal pink going on. Now, I have got no idea if this card that I'm using is acid and lignin free, because it is basically the backing and or front of the grid paper. So this is fine for making cards, but I would not recommend using this cardstock unless it's been tested for scrapbooking, because I don't know that it's acid free. So this is fine. It is a bit of an experiment for card making, but yeah, I wouldn't use it for scrapbooking unless you do a pH test on it. Well, looking at all the different colours, it's not super obvious how different these are. I can't imagine that you can sort of see the difference that well, to be honest. I mean, the blue is obviously a bit more bluey, but yeah, definitely I think colouring them in is helpful. It just makes them stand out a little bit more. What's this one again? Oh, this one's Smoky Slate. I thought it'd be too thick for cards. No, I don't. Wow, I don't think anything's too thick for a card, really. Oh yes, you were suggesting a notebook, weren't you? Who said notebook? Notebook cover. Yeah, we could do a nice stitched notebook out of this. Right, I think I'm going to leave it there for tonight, apart from I might start doing a little bit, I might start doing it for one of these other colours, but I thought if I just start saying, oh yes, box, that was it. Oh, that is a really good point, Kim. Kim says free shipping is a good opportunity to stock up on cardstock before the price increase. Oh yes, definitely. Oh, the lemon lolly looks nice. Still vintage looking. I think because you've got this kind of craft coloured background, it just, all the colours that I'm using to colour in take on that sort of, it's got the beige background, hasn't it? So it looks good. Still looks vintage. Whereas if I was to colour in onto like white cardstock, it would look very different. Should we try some, what's this, fresh freesia? Let's try that one as well. Also, I think it's reactivating, very slightly, it's reactivating the early espresso. Which is nice as well. Pretty. So thank you so much for joining me today, everybody. The colours that I've used on this, I started off with basic beige, then I moved on to a bit of crumb cake, and then, so very faintly in the background, probably if I take photographs of, once I make up the cards, if I take photographs and put them online, you'll be able to see it better. But there are very faint, like, other images in the background. I'll tell you what I would like to do though is maybe pop some darker script. I think I'd like to do that over it as well now. So I'll try and get these done as quickly as I can. Yeah, and then after the crumb cake, so I did basic beige, crumb cake, and then I stamped with Boho Blue, which is a retiring colour. Yeah, it's a beautiful vintage baby blue type colour. It's very nice. Oh, Margaret, wash your mouth out. Yeah, I mean, if you're a demonstrator, it's less than that. You get a discount. Yeah, I'd be interested to know how it compares. I've never used it. But I do love our basic white cardstock. It's just the best. The best to stamp on. So I think if you're a bit nervous stamping, perhaps, yeah, practice on some copy paper to start off with and save your good cardstock for when you're a bit more confident. But I just love the results that we get with the basic white card. Oh, big hugs, Joanna. It will be a year of moments, remembered moments. Thinking of the girls. Right, this is Pool Party. Ah, very true, Karen. Yeah, I don't think this is quite finished yet. Just needs a little bit more, doesn't it? Something. All right, let's pop these away. So I've got early espresso here. Oh, that's doing some good splats today. Sometimes I use these pens. I'm not that impressed with the splats, but I am with this one today. I don't know whether it's because it's quite juicy or something. Now the only thing is I've gone and done the splats, so I need to let it dry because there are some big blobs of ink fallen down there. This is a little bit of pecan pie. I'm getting it all up my arm. Okay. Now I also have this, oops, texture stack. This actually no, I'm going to change it out for. I think this one would be more appropriate. There are some splats on there as well that I could use. Thank you, Kim. Yeah, I'm thinking because I'm going to be cutting it up into sort of card fronts or, well, yeah, although I know other people have got other ideas for it. That's what I was thinking, to kind of group the colours a little bit. Yes, I've got the willow white. Yeah, it's okay. Yep, good to stamp on. I stamped a wreath on it. Shout out to my lovely admins who share all the relevant bits of information for you guys who are watching on the live. So please just be aware that you know, you don't have to click on anything, but those who are admins on the channel just try and share the links to things that you might be interested in. So thank you for doing that tonight, Vicky. Ooh, that script pops. It does, doesn't it? It is whiter than basic white, willow white. I would say that our basic white isn't very, it's not a strict white. So if you like a whiter white, then willow white is the way to go. Right, there we go. So use some early espresso as well. So just if I can find all the colours I used. Scattered all over the place. So basic beige, crumb cake, early espresso. And then the colours that I used to colour in, I used a combination of lemon lolly, fresh freesia, pool party, cloud cover, grey granite possibly. I can't remember, you have to go rewind the video. Crumb cake, oh, petal pink, that one over there. So I don't know if the colours are actually coming through well for you. See, it is night time here and I'm using artificial light, so it's kind of not that obvious, I don't think. There There we go. And then very faintly you can see in the background, oh, you used to be able to see in the background, there's a little bit of that rose there in the background, which is really sweet. Oh, fun, Vicky. Wow, Heather, initially I was going to just turn this into some cards, but some folk have suggested that I make a notebook, because because it is quite thick, it would make quite a nice notebook cover. Gosh, it'd be interesting to do a notebook that's half of an A4, a long notebook. That would be fun, wouldn't it? Ooh. I may do that and stitch. Oh, maybe I could auction it off. I'll auction it off for Otter's house, maybe. All right, so that'd be fun. A long notebook, just a bit different. And then Vicky suggested a box, and then yeah, I don't know. I might come back and make something in the next few days. Maybe I'll make it on Sunday. Vicky wants a box with ribbon. Okay. Take care, Gina. Yeah, that would make an interesting notebook, wouldn't it? Right, I'm not putting my stamps away tonight. I'm so naughty. I tend to leave my stamps out, and then the next day I come and then I type up everything that I've used. So I can't put it away, because if I put it away, then I'll have to get it all back out again, won't I? That's my excuse anyway. So there we go. Okay, so stamp sets that I used were... And you don't have to use these, okay? But in order to get this vintage look, you definitely, and you, with butterflies, you obviously need a butterfly stamp. Now, Butterfly Brilliance from a couple of years ago would be fab for this. You don't have quite the small butterflies, but there's a good variety of different types and sizes in that stamp set if you have it. Right, so you can swap that out. Sentimental Park, so that was useful for doing all these lovely sort of flowery bits in the background. Again, it doesn't matter really what flower stamp you use. Then Stipple Blossoms, the reason I chose that was because it was quite big and I like that leaf, and it just gives a really nice kind of hint of a background before I started putting everything else on. Then what else did I use? Oh, Elements of Text. So that had some script, very pale script in the background first, and then I've used an Espresso with that one there and some dottage as well. And then from Beautiful Motifs, I just used that lovely, I'll call it like a wallpaper sample really. So there we go. Shaz was Annie once. Oh, we'll have to have a rendition. The sun will come out tomorrow. That's Mrs. What's her face singing it. Mrs. I was always very fascinated by that performance by Carol Burnett. But I didn't realise who Carol Burnett was until much later on in life. But I remember Annie was the first film I saw at the cinema, and that woman scared me. But as I've watched it as an adult, that performance that she gave, wow. Just wow. Okay. Yeah, that's it. So yeah, it's about stamping the background in pale colours, and then your focal points, and then if it is a stamp that needs to be coloured in, just going in gently with kind of pale colours, just to give a little bit of body to these butterflies to make them stand out. So there you have it. That's how you do that. And there we go. It was only for 12 weeks. That's a proper run, Aunt Shaz. That is a proper run. Wow. You have to tell us all about it. Oh, she just makes a great drunk, doesn't she? It's just like some, what are those classic lines that she says, very drunk? Oh, I can't remember. It's been a while since I've seen it. There we go. Right. Yes, Vicky, have a fabulous time. My nieces call my husband Daddy Warbucks because when they were little, he would let them suck him into buying things for them. That's funny. Very sweet. Right. Ooh, oh no, my stamps are flying off everywhere. Right, I'm off. I've got a busy day tomorrow doing crafts with various children, similar to last week. I think I'm packed for it. So that's going to be fun. Yeah. Sucker him into buying things for them. Yes. Yeah, no, I think I got what you meant, Kim. Right. Take care, everybody. Thank you so much for hanging out. It's been so lovely. And come back again to see what I make from this. And if you haven't subscribed already, just hit that subscribe button down in the bottom corner. And I hope to see you again soon. And if you haven't ever said hello before my channel, please do. It's always nice to get to know new followers and watchers. And head over to Artful Stampin Space. I'd love to see someone else having a go at this, Heather, or anybody else. Hi Pam, that is a fabulous memory and experience to have. Shaz. Oh, absolutely, theatre is the best. So much fun. Yes, Kim, I've packed the 2 books for him that I said I'd take. Hi, Opal Scott. Lovely. Thank you so much for dropping a comment there. Lovely to have you here. Vicky's going to have photos too. Oh, cool. Look forward to seeing those, Vic. Right, much as I'd love to stay and chat to you all, I'm going to have to go to bed. So thank you so much and see you all again very, very soon.